Hello and welcome to the latest edition of McBookie's Top Tartan Tips. And as ever, I'm joined by Tam McManus and Mark Walker. This week, we're focusing on the first Rangers v Celtic game of the season. And it is a complete minefield with the news that there's COVID problems with the Ibrox side. Prices have moved already. Rangers started the week at 5-4. They've drifted out to 2-1. By the time this video goes out, I don't know what price they'll be. But Mark, I'll come to you first. Let's forget about prices to begin with. Who do you think might win? And then who do you think might be the value?
Well, I mean, if you said a month ago that Celtic would be favourites to go to Ibrox, you'd be carried away. Nobody can believe the change in fortunes really of both teams. I've got grave doubts about both teams' defences, to be honest. I think there could well be goals in this game. Very difficult to call. Celtic in a really good row, they seem in a good place. Rangers have started the season pretty sluggishly. I can see there being goals. Couldn't call a winner at the moment. I think it's very, very tight, and it's very dependent on what Rangers players are actually playing and until we see that team sheet. As an outside bet, I would take both teams to score in both halves at 10-1, which is a lively outsider.
Yeah, definitely. That is a lively outsider. Tam, I mean, we obviously don't know what players are going to be missing. Is it really the lack of goalkeepers that is causing the drift on Rangers? Is it the fact that they might have to play one of their youngsters in goal?
Yeah, possibly. I think Robbie McCrory's a decent keeper. I don't think he'd have any problems putting him in, but it's not ideal when your first choice goalkeepers are possibly out for the game at the weekend. So, listen, I agree with Mark. I find it very difficult to call this game. I think there'll be definitely be goals in it. I looked at 2 each at 12-1. That's the tip I would put up. Again, depending on what teams are, they both get European games, could be injuries, COVID issues, but I do not see either side keeping a clean sheet. So for me, a value bet, 12-1, 2 each.
Well, there you go. Obviously, it's difficult when we don't know the squad that Rangers are going to be having available. So if you're having a bet on the game, remember to have a look at the McBookie site to see the prices. But Mark is going for both teams to score in both halves at 10-1, and Tam is going for a Desmond 2-2 at 12-1. All the best for your bets this weekend.